And now it is time for some look at some Davis Cup ties. So let's start. We're gonna go through every single Davis Cup matchup from this weekend and review it, and talk about its implications. Talk about some of the matches in it. Let's start with Germany versus Peru. This was played on an indoor hard court in Germany. This one really not too much to talk about with this one. It was all team Germany in this one. Yannick Hanfmann defeating Bueno, Struff over Farias. The Germans getting the doubles match. And one thing to note is they did give Justin Engel, the youngster, a Davis Cup match against Gonzalo Bueno in the fourth. Of course, they already had the tie sewn up at that point, but good to see Justin Engel getting that victory against Bueno in that one. So that leaves Germany with facing Croatia in the next round, with Germany having the home field advantage, home court advantage, I should say. Next one. Now, this one was a surprise. Ecuador 3, Australia 1, and Australia didn't get one until the fourth match of the tie. Hijikata can't get it done in the first. Duckworth can't get it done in the second. Hijikata and Thompson in doubles can't get it done. They lose a tie right there. Jason Kubler gets a consolation victory against Emilio Camacho. Excellent win for Ecuador. This one, it was being played in Ecuador, being played on outdoor clay. Could be a little bit tough and was tough for the Australians. And Ecuador will go on and face Great Britain in the next round of the Davis Cup in September, with Great Britain having the home court advantage. The next match is going to be Belgium 4, Bulgaria 0 on indoor clay in Bulgaria. Rafael Collignon gets it done in the first match. Alexander Blocks gets it done in the second. Got a little dicey in that second match, especially in that first set. And then this tie was sewn away with the doubles win for the Belgians before Collignon adds insult to injury with making it 4-0 for Belgium. This was not a surprise. Really, Belgium has a very fantastic Davis Cup team and tends to bring their best in this one. Even though no Zizou Bergs in this one is of note, and I mean obviously no David Goffin as well, but it's been a little bit since we've seen David Goffin play at his best. Belgium will face Austria in a very interesting tie in September in Austria. Next is going to be India over the Netherlands. India 3, Netherlands 2. This was played in India, and India got a huge home tie win. Didn't start out good for India, where Gaitan Uden was able to defeat Sumit Nagal in the first match. And Jesper de Jong not able to get it done against Suresh, a player that ended up winning two matches for India, gaining 2 points. And oh, wait, he played in that doubles match as well, giving India being a part of all three of India's points. If you would have told me that India was going to win this tie and Sumit Nagal would have 0 points, I would have called you crazy. Maybe watch out for Suresh in the future. You know what? Let's put some respect to Suresh's name. It's Doc Shine Swar Suresh. Um, and yeah, very impressive from Suresh. Hero performance for him in this tie. In India will go on to face South Korea in the next round of the Davis Cup in South Korea. Now, this one, United States 4, Hungary 0. The big match in this one was Ethan Quinn Marajan in the second match. This was the turning point of the tie. Ethan Quinn was able to get the job done in the third set tiebreaker, winning it 13-11. Excellent atmosphere in this one in Hungary. This is what the Davis Cup is all about. Indoor clay in Hungary, United States. They had to recruit Tommy Paul for this one. Tommy Paul and Ethan Quinn got it done. Even Emilio Nava got on the score sheet as well. And the Americans move on in a tie. 4-0. I feel like it was a little bit more dicier than this. If Hungary was able to get that second match, you never know what could happen in the doubles, and then the entire tie could have been shifted. Instead, Ethan Quinn clutched up, got the win, and the United States will face Czechia in the next round in Czechia. Rematch from last year. France 3, Slovakia 1. This was played on indoor hard court in France. This one, Alex Molcan, able to defeat Alexandre Muller in the first match, but France took care of business from there on out. Rinderknecht over Gambos, Bonzi and Herbert defeating the Slovakian doubles pair, and then Rinderknecht defeating Molcan and ending the storybook run for Molcan in this one. This one was kind of the expected result, and France will go on and play Canada in the next round in Canada. Speaking of Canada, Canada had a very close match against Brazil. This was played in Canada, Canada 3, Brazil 2. Liam Draxel getting that first win for the Canadians. He also he gets the sandwich wins, gets the first and gets the last. When Diallo lost the second match and then Canada lost the doubles, Canada was in trouble. And that the fourth match with Diallo versus Almeida went to a third set tiebreaker and really could have gone either way. Diallo clutched up, was able to get the win for the Canadians, and Canada will face France in Canada in the next match. Czech Republic, this one, not much to say about this one. They took care of business pretty convincingly. Uriel Hedge, good to see him after some disappointment in the Australian Open, get a nice straight sets win against Dragos Nikolai Maradas. And then Tsirtsina in the second round, defeating Ollie Wallen, and the Czech doubles getting it done. The Czech will face the United States in the Czech Republic in the next round. And then South Korea, Argentina. We have South Korea 3, Argentina 2. Durante defeating Hyun Chung in the first round in 3 sets. How about Durante? What a start to the season for him. Sunu Kwan over Chungalidi. Not surprised by that result too much. The Argentinian doubles duo made it 2-1 and took a commanding lead in that one before Sunwoo Kwan and Hyun Chung were able to defeat Durante and Chungalidi respectively. Back-to-back wins for the South Koreans at home to move on to the next round. They will face India in a very interesting tie in a match that both countries will feel like they can win and book their spot in the finals for the Davis Cup. Next, Austria 3, Japan 2, defeating Japan in Japan. Often not able to get it done against Watanuki in the first. Rodionov over Mochizuki, very, very important win for the Austrians in that one. The Austrian was not able to get the doubles tie and instead relied on Lucas Niemeyer and Rodionov in the fifth match to win it for Austria. And Rodionov tying a bow on the tie with a bagel in the third set, fifth match decider of the tie. Austria will face Belgium in Austria in September. In a match, in a tie that I expected to be a little bit trickier for Great Britain, they had no concerns. Jack Draper back from injury, straight sets in the first. Norrie defeating Budkov Kier in the second match in straight. Kind of expected Budkov Kier to play a little bit more competitively in that one. In the doubles match, Cash and Glasspool able to get it done. And then the fourth match, Budkov Kier, make it 0 for 3 for him in the Davis Cup this weekend, losing to Jacob Fernley in the final. Great Britain will face Ecuador in a match that they definitely will feel good about in Great Britain against Ecuador in September. Croatia 3, Denmark 1. Denmark was able to get the first match thanks to Elma Mula, but then Dino Prismic gaining 2 points for the Croatians in the tie before the good doubles duo of Mektic and Pavic were able to get it done for Croatia. Croatia will face Germany in the next round. This match we played in Germany. And then Chile 4, Serbia 0. A dominant display from Chile in this one. This was played in Santiago on the outdoor clay. So definitely have the advantage for the surface for the Chileans. And Barrios Vera in the first over Lajovic. Tabil got it done in the second. The doubles got it done for Chile. And then the fourth one, tie was already sewn up, but Matias Soto was able to get it done anyway to make it 4-0 for Chile. Chile, dark horse in this for Chile to make it to the Davis Cup finals. They will be facing off though against Spain. Spain doesn't bring their A team to this one. Watch out. This will also be played in Chile. Now, the last thing to mention is Italy. I didn't mention Italy in this at all, as of course, since they are hosting the Davis Cup finals, they have already qualified. Um, to me, it is quite a shame that they don't have to go through a qualifying process, play these tough matches in these home and away. Um, yeah, it really is disappointing, and to my opinion, kind of unfair for the Italians. Um, they are defending champions, so there is that, of course. But to me, it's a new season. You should have to requalify for the finals. And said this before, but kind of just wish to go back. Not even kind of. I would. I think one of the biggest issues in tennis right now is the state of the Davis Cup. I think these matches have so much potential, so much fun. This weekend had some great atmosphere, some fun environments. This is just the first round. I wish the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals were played, in the countries that are competing in them, and bring back, what was it, 2004 Spain versus United States in a soccer stadium in Spain. Rafael Nadal, what was he, 17, 18 years old at the time, against Andy Roddick. The atmosphere was electric in that. Sadly, we haven't seen that in a while, and I think we could see that again if they return back to home and away ties. And that one, that's it for the Davis Cup. We have to wait till September for the next ties in the Davis Cup, but yeah, at least the matches in September are going to be played in not in a neutral site. So that's something to be excited about. And you thought that was it for the Davis Cup. We got two more matches to talk about. There's not just the World Group. There's some important matches in the lower levels as well. One interesting one that I saw was China versus Portugal, two countries that are definitely looking to jump their way up a level. And Portugal, good squad that they brought out here in Roca and Borges. Sadly, Nuno Borges not able to get it done for his home country. Enrique Roca able to get it done, but Yibing Wu able to win against Nuno Borges in that second match, and then Triple Z able to get it done over Nuno Borges in the fourth match. Disappointing for Portugal, even though it was a tough draw. China, very good team. So, good win for China. This was also played in China, but Nuno Borges got to be disappointed in his performance. And then another interesting one was Kazakhstan, Monaco, another country. These are China, Portugal, and Kazakhstan are all teams that definitely have the quality to be in the world group. However, they were not, and they were in the lower divisions. And Kazakhstan losing to Monaco, a little bit of surprise. Of course, Bublik getting that first win before, and then Valentin Vashro over Shevchenko. Now that one, isn't necessarily all that surprising. However, Vashro defeating Shevchenko with a bagel in the first, and then defeating him in straight sets. That's a little bit surprising. Monaco was able to get the doubles in a match that Bublik played, and to be honest, standout matches of the entire Davis Cup. I'm even talking world group here. Is Bublik Vachereau, with Vachereau defeating Bublik in two tiebreakers in both the first and second set, getting a huge win for Monaco as Monaco tries to qualify themselves for the world group for the Davis Cup for next year.